Und die Engel singen nur für mich. Wenn die Sonne durch die Wolken bricht. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? Why was there a white line? What was that? I don't know what that was. Hooray! Is it video time? What the hell does this thumbnail even look like? I gotta go check my channel. Oh! He rising a pineapple into the sea. YouTube Studio, YouTube Studio, YouTube Studio, YouTube Studio. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, that's good enough. I make weird live stream thumbnails because that's all I have in my life besides the cat and music. I won't have a woman. Oh, I want to go live. I want to go live. It's a Sunday at 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. Gonna shut the bed. It's lunchtime. Going to talk about these, maybe. Oh, shit. Are these upside down? I'm going to talk about these. I don't know. I might read one of these out loud, or I might just crawl into a corner and die. Roses, roses, nothing but roses. Holy shit, got that be. Oh, yeah, yeah. Midnight. This. Quiet nights. Quiet. Try to frickin' read. Yelling in the chat, talking about Chattanooga. Kelp Nougat Crunch. Done lost my mind. Harp belonged to a violin. I stroked just her neck. When I was tired of leading the bow morning, it sang alone for itself, the most beloved of all ballads. And I cried with the dogs and ate the grapes only from her brown skin. A piano cast a fatal spell on me of black and white eyes so drunk and so wide. Opened was his beautiful mouth, sang so sadly like the autumn. Threw away the bow, and then the keyboard beast promised me fever. From then on, the violin was out of tune, me to forget. She found no note. So she went soon from hand to hand, one table to play her, and was broken and misused. On a winter day burned, practiced on conducting to drown my woe. In the deepest part of the orchestra pit, I am there crumpled on the stand, and go now, myself to ground in gruesome symphony. Not bad, not bad. Reading fucking poetry. What the hell is this shit? The man, have you done lost your mind? Have you done lost your mind reading poetry? Only my mind. losing my mind. What the fuck? Blut. Das Blut. Das Blut tut ein. I shall read to you poetry because I'm losing my mind. Blood is good when it in your body swims. Blood is not good when your skin it thins. Real, dainty, real, and my veins spill. Between thistles, under thorns, the blood froths beyond its bourns. On head and heel, a crimson welt. I'm sorry because I cannot give you any help. Who are you? Who are you? Show me who you are. Let us trade. I give you food and you give me love a little. With your feet you step on me, out of my hand you feed. I pay your debts, love is inflamed. Who are you? Amsterdam, goodbye Amsterdam. I forget how that song goes. It's a French song. There she sits, stiff pinked, pink stays pulled back, gaze arrested, do not disturb. The street reeks of sweat and lilac. You can hear the growing herb. I stand stock still below her sill, shows her skin, shame be damned. Her heart is there, I see her will. Good morning, Amsterdam. She washes me, I lose my pride. A look escapes the captive eyes. She slowly starts to get inside and flays me good. I'm mesmerized. Rust my heart and rust my veins. Her hairy sponge scrubs hard, yes, ma'am. My sweet and salty tears she drains. Good morning, Amsterdam. She says, tell me the reason, give me the grounds, it hurts me. I hang a park bench around her throat. She runs around. She runs aground there. The park is beautiful and deep the sea. Do it. Caress my arm, caress my stomach, caress without objection. Then to me down there, over the left limb and the right limb. Sunshine I bream, to let the sun into your grave, I give to you a summer day. Like that one. The sun illumines women's skin and seeps in sight without a din, blighting like the freshest snow. It hurts my eyes, my heart feels woe. When springtime tumbles out of March, suns abound from women's hearts. The brain is bit, the veins take wing. Oh, my lord, the sirens sing. 1,000 pinpricks of desire the hands are longing to acquire. Everywhere the ample flesh knees grows weak, the skin grows flesh. Completely helpless, I have to watch as baby sleeps in mama's. I can't say that. Earth swells up and starts to swing. Oh my lord, the sirens sing. I can't say that either. Shit. It's creeping in. Smell. Oh my god, I can't fucking read that shit on stream. Oh shit. This is gonna be hard to fucking review. Oh, poetry! I tell you, poetry. All right, let's get my mic a little closer to my mouth. Holy shit. Soon I will be dead. The end is long foretold. Soon you will forget me. By someone else consoled. There's no changing it. It's a stupid joke, but the thought alone makes me want to choke. Soon I will be dead. It stands fixed in the stars. When I am expired, you will briefly grieve, and after I am dead, to someone else you'll cleave. There's no changing it. It's a stupid joke, but I see one way out. You could also choke. Oh, croak. My bad. I fucking misread. Croak. That's actually pretty one. 11:30. I feel therefore, alas, I am. Well, that's it. That's all that. A hose is there, the end open, and they waft into the all, no air, breathe one can beforehand. Nights in dream I take my lyre and lead in song a festal choir. 10 maidens at assembly, 1 century and 70. They are shit. I can't fucking read that either on. Oh fuck, that's hilarious. The bat. The bat from the pigeon coop tasted good, basted with burnt wine, skewered on wood. I want to read that one again. The bat from the pigeon coop tasted good, basted with burnt wine, skewered on wood. You should not cry. Eat my dreck, drink my dreck. I am dirty with not go away. Eat my dreck, drink my dreck. Suck it down, lick it away. You should cry. The earth will hatch between my tears in the grass. Shit. Here's the one with the weird art. Say I am too old for you now. We will see. True, the tooth of time does gnaw on me. Yet, dear child, be sensible if you please. Look at your mother. Think broadly. What a good time means for me. Mid-20s, that's clover, and the years that canopy over. You do not make the difference. At the end, no question who laughs last or more. Just look at your those, oh my god, stars that are falling to the floor. I've seen 1,000 times before. Why did I choose this one to read? I mean, it's not like the other one's better. I'm almost done with this. A speedy word that yes. My faith to her I swore. We travelled to the sea. In sand our troth forsworn. What? Insight, a glance into tomorrow was not nice. Again. What? Some of these don't make sense. So who of you is up to ride? Oh my god. Fucking broke. On quiet nights there cries a man, for remember still he can. That is true. It does really, really good when someone understands your art. Yes, it does. Considering what I'm reading. On your name day, I give you the gift of wings. Now climb on top of the house and jump. I'll blow the candles out. That's so fucked up, but it's hilarious. Shadows are stepchildren to the sun, visited from time to time by the moon. That's pretty good. Oh, I should just do a stream and just read all. I should do a live stream and just read both of these, like all the way through. That could be that. That should be next stream because I don't know what I'm doing with this live stream. God. Can you imagine me reading both of these poetry books? Oh my God. Just imagine me reading both of the Till Lindemann poetry books. It would be a nightmare. Oh, I think that's what I'll do next stream. I don't know. I kind of want to just sit here and talk. I went to therapy and talked about my problems. I don't know. Nobody's here. I really wish I had enough people to like come on stream and just chat. I wish I had like Germa's type of audience that just doesn't give a shit what you do. Like they'll just watch like anything. That's the type of live streams I want to do where it's like nobody gives a shit what you do. It's just live stream and you just do random stupid shit and nobody gives a shit. I wish I could do that. Because that would be pretty good. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good. That'd be a pretty good on the live stream. Hey, live stream. Hey. Boppity boopity. Jambalaya jam. Blew my mind talk about wiener schnitzels. I don't know what I'm doing on the stream. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing on the stream. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I like to live stream. Yes, I do. I like to live stream. How about you? That could be the live stream intro song. I'm here talking to no one because no one believes I exist. Just a figment of everyone's imagination. You just got to believe. You got to believe, Brody. Is that his name, Brody? From that episode of The Twilight Zone? I can't remember. Not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty bad episode because the acting was so bad. I'm sorry, but that acting was pretty bad in that episode. No. Well, I don't know. I might just end the stream prematurely and just sort of just sit here. Maybe I'll just fall asleep. Maybe I'll do a live stream of me just sleeping. I know people for some reason like that. I remember there was this one app, I can't remember. I don't even know if it's still a thing. But like I remember there was just like lots of live streams of people sleeping. I don't know why. There just was. It's so strange. I actually befriended a sort of like stoner guy on there. He was pretty good. He was a pretty cool guy, I guess. But yeah, that was that. I used to live stream here and there on that app. I can't remember what it was. I wish I knew what it was. I can't not remember what the name of that app was. But yeah. No, you probably can't even fucking hear me now. I actually just did a vlog talking about some stuff and I might record some games, but I don't know. I don't know if I will. I might. It really depends on what I'm really feeling because like I said, I'm still going through that damn midlife crisis shit and it's kicking my ass. It's making me not want to do anything. And hopefully I'll have a baked spaghetti tonight. That damn baked spaghetti was good. Damn good. Got pepperonis and cheese and bell peppers. Mushrooms, but I leave off the mushrooms because I don't like mushrooms. That shit's good. That shit's real good. I like it. I like it a lot. I gotta get my microphone close to my mouth. So yeah, I got lots of plans, I guess. I don't know. I just been sitting here losing my mind, seeing pink elephants and stuff. So, the usual seeing shadow people and skinwalkers outside and the UFOs are coming. I know they are. You may not believe me, but I know they're coming. I've seen them flying around out there. Don't call me I'm crazy. I know they're out there. I've seen them. They abducted my cattle out back. Good to see you stream. Yes, indeed. I was reading poetry earlier, but I had to stop myself because it kind of got pretty. Uh, yeah, I had to like censor myself with the poetry. I can't read that shit on stream or even on YouTube. I don't want to risk getting banned. Uh, I might read some more later. I don't know. I don't know how long I'll be doing this. I might do it for at least hour, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I kind of just wanted to talk, lose my mind a bit, talk about the aliens abducting my cattle out back, and and the weird pink elephant in my room. But the pink elephant's over there in the corner. By the way, it's like over there. It's pretty creepy. It has like black eyes and everything. But as the stream title suggests, losing my mind. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about things because I don't know, going through a midlife crisis and dealing with medical trauma and trying to find a date, which is still not going well. So got all that going. Trying to get my microphone correctly. I really need to get a new microphone. So yeah, I don't know. I thought about reviewing these either on stream or in a video, but I don't know. I thought I might. Thought about I actually thought about doing a live stream where I just read both of these in like one go and just why not? But the poetry gets kind of dark and it's like I don't know if I should actually read that on stream. I don't know if I'll be allowed to do that because it gets like pretty explicit. So yeah. Probably gonna be doing this for at least an hour, maybe 2 hour. I don't know. I really wish I do have the audience to like just sit here and just stream a bunch of nonsense and people just watch it for like no reason just because it's just complete nonsense. I tried that last stream and that wasn't fun. Watching that 2 hour stream because it's pretty bad. It was pretty yeah. Feel free to talk in the chat and invite your friends because nobody's gonna probably be watching this. I don't get many people during live streams because I live stream at like really bizarre hours. Like I live stream at like the middle of the day on like the worst parts of the week when everyone's like working or in school and stuff like that. Cause it's like I have no life. So I just sit here and just live stream and just wait. Sometimes I just here talk to myself or play fetch with the pink elephant or try and capture the UFOs on video. I don't know. Are you planning on posting this after? It automatically gets posted. So this will be all up on the channel after this. Like once I end it, it automatically goes on the channel. So all you have to do is go to my homepage, click live, and it will be there automatically. So you can see what you missed. You can see my reading skills on the poetry and laughing because I have to censor shit out. So yeah, feel free to share this with people. I actually prefer people to share the live streams rather than the actual videos because it's like I want to actually live stream like every day just because I have like nothing better to do ever. Like all like the okay, how many years do you have on YouTube now? 10. I have 10 years. I have 10 years on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I started back in 2015 whenever I was 15. So yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years, which is pretty crazy. If I had not deleted all the videos on my very first channel, I would be probably up in the thousands by then because or by now because if I would have maybe continued on or at least have taken a break and then came back when I had my computer, I would probably be in the thousands by now because I stopped at like 25 subscribers. And a lot of my videos, despite how bad they were, got a good amount of views. They never got to 1,000, but they did get a good amount of views. And if I would have continued, I would probably be in at least 1,000 subscribers already, or at least a little bit past that. So, yeah, going on 10 years. And I'm replaying a lot of games, or at least trying to, um, that I played on the first channel. So like Timbo the Badass Elephant, Octodad, Soda Drinker Pro. Um, I want to get Kerbal Space Program and at least do one video of that. So I have I've been rebuying the games that I had back on the Xbox One onto Steam, so I can redo a lot of videos that I did years ago. So a lot of the games that I played back on the very first channel, I'm trying to play here on this channel, even if it's just a one-off video. So, and I still have no idea if Octodad. I can't remember if I played that on my first channel. I can never remember, and there's no one on this channel to really confirm that. I may have. I remember owning it, but I don't know if I did a video on it. How do you think streaming has changed how you engaged with games and gaming with the years? Well, I can't live stream video games because of bad internet, but um, I don't think, believe it or not, I don't think gaming is as popular on YouTube as it was back in the day. Now, of course, if you look at a lot of big YouTubers, they play a lot of more popular games compared to what I do, which is play games I watched other people play like 10 years ago. So I'm like sort of following in their footsteps almost to the point of right up behind them because I'm playing like Amnesia White Knight. I'm playing um, games from 10 years ago like Octodad, the Timbo the Badass Elephant, Soda Drinker Pro, Left 4 Dead. Of course, Left 4 Dead never dies. Um, and just stuff like that. But I don't think it is as big as it once was, especially the horror games. Horror games are not good anymore. They're just not. They're not scary. They're not interesting. Um, so like I'm the whole goal of the channel is to bring back like YouTube 2012 and just try and sort of open people's minds to, oh, the older stuff really was good, if not better. That's why I don't follow in more modern footsteps. I'm more behind everyone rather than trying to get to the very front. And I do think, in terms of live streaming, I do think gaming with live streaming is a lot more engaging. I see why a lot of people prefer to live stream um, than to just record it. Um, a really good example of this is Germa. Like, seriously, I've been watching him before he even became a big streamer. Like, I'm from TF2 days of Germa, and I've been watching a lot of his archived live streams, and it's like, holy shit, his audience really is pretty amazing, and it's hilarious. I mean, they are the audience that will just watch him do anything. They've literally watched him put together a puzzle and eat food. Not many live streamers can do that and get away with it. Like, for real. It's interesting. Live streaming has become interesting. And I'm glad there is someone pushing the boundaries of what you can do on stream. Because, like I said, people have sat down in front of their computer and iPad and just watch him do just anything. What do you think draws you back to old live streams versus watching current content? Mostly nostalgia, because I remember growing up with old Markiplier, like Slender Shadow Map days and Drunk Minecraft. And it's just, those were simpler times. They really were, because if you look at today's live streams and well, not live streams, but today's video content, you'll see that it's all hyper and in your face, and it's fast paced and super edited. And it's like, can we go back to where they just played the game? Like, the only YouTubers I know that don't do that is the Rad Brad and Game Riot and Al Chess Breach. Those are literally the three YouTubers I know that don't go overboard on their editing. Because I've learned over the years that hiring an editor is probably the worst idea you could possibly have for your YouTube channel. Editing is not that hard. It really isn't. The editing software I use, which is down in the description of every video, including this live stream, is DaVinci Resolve. It is extremely easy to use. People that make movies use that editing tool. It's free. There is not even a single difference between the free and paid version. There's no difference. All the tools you need are already in the thing without having to pay for anything. So, like, I would prefer to watch a more calmer, laid back style of content than zoom in face cam and zoom in on that and cutting out really important sections of the game. I don't know if how many people have noticed, but there people YouTubers have started to really just cut out just random bits during a cutscene for no reason. It's like, why? That's like the most essential part of the game, and you're cutting it out? Like, everything's so fast paced. Now, yes, I do have ADHD. I don't think it is extremely bad. It can get really bad sometimes, but it's like I can sit down and just watch a 50 to 40-minute video of 3 guys getting drunk and playing Minecraft and yelling and screaming, rather than someone playing a horror game and zooming in and like, "Oh, what's that?" And it zooms in, or all over the place with subtitles and stuff. It's just it's bad. How do you view your channel, as more of a hobby or a career, and how many hour a week would you say you spend on the channel? Um, it is this channel will never be a career ever. I will never get paid for this ever. I will never get monetized. I may do donations because those are more optional than anything, but I will never monetize this channel ever. No matter how big I get, I will never, ever monetize this channel because I don't think my content is good enough to be ad worthy, because none of my stuff is high production enough. All I do is sit here and play my game. That's it. I just sit here and play the game. I edit what I want, and most of the time I just slap the outro, and then export it, and then start uploading. How many hours a week am I on the channel? Not much at all these days. I Going through the midlife crisis has really slowed down not just the channel, but just in everything. So I'm starting to become uninterested in games. There's not many games out there that I feel like playing that I can actually run because my computer is old, it's outdated. I can't afford another one. I can't afford to buy a whole new gaming computer because I just can't afford it. This thing was $1,000 at a Best Buy, and it lasted 2 years. And I've had it since 2018, and it started breaking about a year after I bought it. I wouldn't say I got ripped off because it still does what I need it to do, which is to play certain games and to make the videos and stuff like that. But I don't spend a whole lot of hours anymore on the channel, mostly because I have no idea what to really play. I get bored of games like instantly. That's why there's not a lot of series on the channel anymore, because I'm just like, I don't know. A lot of the emulators that I use have broken on me. That's why there's no more Minecraft 360, because for some reason my CPU just skyrockets and it causes the whole thing to just lag, and I have no way of really fixing it. And um I can't really fix the CPU issue. And I thought about doing some in 64 games. I'll get to the other question in a second. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Some games are just too difficult. I'm not good at games like I used to be. And as I have gotten older, I just don't feel like it anymore. So, you mentioned of hairstyle. I'm live stream is broken or not. I'm not aged. I'm 25. I just don't know what else to call it. I'm 25 years old. I'm not middle aged, even though I feel like it. To me, I consider 25 middle aged. Um, Midlife crisis to me is something that you go through when you're, I wouldn't say desperate for something, but more of you're realizing your age and you realize what what you want and what you haven't experienced yet. So to me, that's what I consider a midlife crisis. To the definition of midlife crisis is someone like, middle age. I'm not middle aged, even though I feel it, but I'm not legally. According to, society, I'm 25 years old. But to me, I'm like 80. I feel 80, mostly due to my medical issues, um, like having a heart condition known as a Fontan. If you ask what that is, I can't explain it because I don't know it myself and I don't really care. But also living with stage 2 liver cirrhosis due to the heart condition. So it's like my midlife crisis has to do with, as ridiculous as it sounds, with dating. I haven't dated in 5 years. Um, I haven't been in a relationship in 5 years, and I realize how old I'm getting and my medical issues and dealing with the medical trauma that I just can't deal with on my own anymore. And and there are things that do help along with the music and my cat, who is not in the room right now, he's downstairs. But I'm looking for like a companion that can help me get through these very difficult times where I've I am extremely vulnerable and fragile. Sometimes I just don't want to do anything afterwards. Sometimes I don't want to read. Sometimes I just lay in bed because I'm dealing with what I have experienced that day and even experiencing it um, going forward. And so right now, I literally woke up. I'm not joking. I literally woke up on a Sunday and said, I think I want to start dating again. That's literally how it happened. This was not planned. I haven't been thinking about this for a while. It just was like, oh shit, I'm 25. I haven't dated in 5 years. Also, I have never made it past first base. I haven't made it real far in any of my relationships. And I'm 25. I have medical issues. What do I do now? So it's just, it's that sort of crisis to where it's like I have so much I want to do, so much I want to experience, so much I want to learn. And yet I feel like I don't have time, even though I do, but it just doesn't feel like it because anything can happen, especially when you live with medical issues. You just don't know. Don't know. And like I'm still dealing with the fact that they stuck me in both my arms and I can't look at my arms or else I'm seeing them sticking the needle in again and stuff, and it's like that's the type of stuff that I just can't handle, and it's difficult. So that's why I have this channel, and that's why I have my music, that's why I have my cat, my books, my DVDs, my movies, um, because it's all trying to distract from the trauma. And now that it's starting to wear down to the point to where I don't play games anymore, I haven't read any of my new fiction books, that I feel like I should probably try and just start dating again and see what happens. Because there's a lot I would like to experience. There's a lot I would like to learn about. And I would love to have a companion with me than just my cat. And my cat's great company. He helps a lot. But sometimes there's just something in us that we strive, or I wouldn't say hunger because that sounds kind of disturbing, but strive for human connection. We are like, it's been scientifically proven that we are very social creatures. We need to socialize sometimes. Even if we hate each other, we still need to socialize in some form. I remember uh here comes man with his Vietnam flashbacks. I remember the end of World War One, the Christmas um during World War One, everyone stopped and gave each other presents. I don't know how many people know that, but during World War One, during Christmas, everyone stopped fighting each other and gave each other presents. They even shook hands, talked, everything. They climbed out of the trenches and gave each other gifts. And there's just a side of us that needs some sort of friendship or companionship. And that is something I feel is very rare these days. I feel like it's gotten not fully connected, as of course we all know that with the internet is, we all know that the internet has made us less connected, or that you are looking for a connection and to expand in search of companionship. Are you involved in any art activities or school that exposes you to social situations? No, I don't participate in any activities. Mostly due to the fact that I live in such a small town that there is nothing. There's literally nothing here. There are some activities at the library, but a lot of them are for teenagers or kids. There's nothing for like adults in their 20s. And like we don't have like coffee shops. Well, we do, but it's like we don't have like big events all the time. It's more of like a seasonal event. Like last night there was a farmers market, or yesterday, sorry. Yesterday there was like a farmers market. And now that that's over, I don't know if there's going to be another one. So there isn't much here in this town for me to really do. And I'm not like a club person. I don't go to the club. I don't go to bars. I don't hang out at like parties. I'm not a party person. I don't like parties. I don't like clubs. I don't like loud music. So there just isn't anything. And when it comes to school, I don't go to school. I don't. Um and that's by choice. Um and it's just I'm an extremely shy person, so even if I did go out, which is not very often, um I don't know how to like approach someone, especially if I find them attractive. I know from my own personal research, someone can correct me on this, but I know from what I learned, it's best to be sort of like direct. But again, it's like I freeze up, I stutter. I don't know how to really talk. And not only that, but I don't know how to flirt because the two relationships I've been in, two out of the three relationships I've been in, were set up by someone. And I don't have anyone in like my group of friends that live in the same state, let alone the same city as me. And I also don't have, my siblings are older than me. I'm the youngest. And so I can't just be like, "Hey, you know anyone?" I could try, but I doubt it'll work. So it's like I have no social interactions because I'm mostly here in this room at the desk watching TV or reading or with my cat. And I can't drive because I don't know how to drive. So it's not like I can just go, "Oh, I'm going to go to the library," and then just hop in a car and start going to the library. Or I'm going to go some place to like the park. It's not like that. So it's I have two dating apps and they're not really working because dating apps. So I don't know. It's difficult and it's strange and it's just I don't know what to really do. I have no idea. Dealing with the medical trauma, trying to find a date, trying to get my life back on track, trying to do some videos, trying to um, finish all the shows I've yet to finish that I own all on DVD. Well, not all, but I own most of them on DVD. And it's just difficult. It is very difficult to try and just relax because I can't sit still. I can try, but I can't. And my mind is constantly going and going and going. And I that's one of the main reasons why I can't focus on books, why I can't focus on games and making videos is because my mind is constantly going and going and going, especially during this crisis where it's like all I can think about is trying to find someone and try to um just have at least just one date, just one, or try to just be more open and out there, you know. But I'm trying. I am trying. Again, feel free to ask more questions and share with other people. See, we got two people in the stream. Are you working currently? No. No, I haven't worked ever because I don't know what I would be good at because I'm not good with math. I have no upper body strength whatsoever, so I can't do any heavy lifting. Um, I'm on the autism spectrum, so there's that. I don't know how to cook other than putting in something in the microwave and saying, voila, there's food. And I could always do volunteer stuff, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't know. And I'm afraid that if I did work, and if I go through one of these spells and I go through something like that, that I will just end up just missing work or I won't do my job well because my mind is so occupied on so many other things. So, should probably put these back on the shelf. Ask your questions. I'm going to go put these on the shelves. Let me put my microphone there. I'll be back. I'm going over there. Ask more questions if you want. There. Signor för mich. No, I'm not. I'm not employed. I'm not hoi polloi. That sounded so stupid. And now the live stream gets real awkward because I'm not talking. Why is there cat hair? There's cat hair all over my DVD player. Wonder how that happened. Oh, and now we get to the part where I don't know how to talk to people because it's getting awkward and I get attacked by a bear randomly every 15 seconds. I should do that. Just have someone dress up as a bear, and every like 5 minutes, I get attacked. Yes, I should do that. I gotta check my Discord, cause so yeah, that's my life. I wish I could live stream video games, but I can't because bad internet. I did try it once. I did for like 2 hours, and it was. I rewatched it. I watched it back, and it was crap. I wouldn't. I mean, it's still up if you want to watch it. It's 2 hours of me trying to play an N64 game. Oh, and yeah, it's like laggy and it's bad. That's why I'm sitting here talking. This is all I can do is sit here and talk. I could review those books, but I don't know. I could read some more poetry, but I have to find ones that I don't have to censor. There's a truck outside. They're coming for me. It's the aliens. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm surprised 2 people have stayed this long. So yeah, I just sort of just sit here and just do whatever. I take my cat outside, then he goes and does what he wants, and then I come up here and blast music or play some games or try and read, or I might just go to sleep. I don't know. I don't really do much anymore. I like to go on adventures, but it's like, who do I go with? I don't have a very large friend group like I used to have back on the Xbox 360. Um, I I'm currently friends with some old friends from Xbox One. We don't play much, but I do like talk to them every once in a while. I'm part of their Discord server, and I just post random weird gifs every morning. And but yeah, I don't have many friends at all. Ever did go to school? What your passion and interest to study? I never went ever. I taught myself how to read through music lyrics and subtitles. And that's the one thing that I've really been thinking about, not during the crisis, but just over time, I've thought about trying and going to school for the first time because now that I'm older, I think I'll be able to handle it and do it. But the thing is, it's like I don't know what to go for because everything these days is for a career. And I don't want to go to school for a career. I want to go just to learn. But the two things I would probably go for is either acting or director, movie directing. That's about it. There is no there's nothing else that would interest me because I literally know a lot, especially when it comes to like history, ancient history, and stuff like that. And plus, my memory is not as good as it used to be. So it's like I'll have to like constantly repeat things constantly in order to remember them because like I can remember a lot of things, but I just need something to like jar my memory. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember that Gigantopithecus lived during the this era of humanity, and it's like, oh yeah, the Neanderthals lived in those caves in Siberia or what's now Siberia, and it's like, oh yeah, the Iceman ate this before he got frozen in a block of ice. And it's like I remember things, but I just need something to draw my memory and go, oh, when you're done, what are your favorite aspects about film and also acting? I think acting can open up a lot of opportunities because growing up, I loved to play pretend. Like, I always loved playing pretend whenever I would grow up. And there's something about acting is, I think it's the only way, well, I wouldn't say only way, but one of the ways to bring out the child side of you um, as an adult because you get to be someone you're not. You get to be that other person's life, even if they don't exist, unless it's a biopic, then they really did exist. And also being able to like maybe even play like monsters and creatures, stuff that's like, and well, I wouldn't say impossible to exist, but like stuff that could but also couldn't exist, and just being something else rather than you, and getting to be like being able to like be the bad guy without actually committing a real crime in real life, or being able to be that singer that you looked up to for so long and living his life, um and or like being one of your favorite superheroes from the comics and stuff like that. And probably my favorite aspect about film is the fact that it's able to tell stories that are harder to tell, sometimes harder to tell through novels. Like there's some movies out there that you really won't be able to capture the emotion in order to in novel form. Like I have a hard time connecting with characters on paper, but if it's in a movie or on a show, I immediately connect with them um immediately. Like I immediately like that's me. So like being able to tell stories or being able to adapt novels um into more of a visual form and really explore your creativity and imagination of what these characters could look like in real life or as animated and like be like, oh, that actor would be perfect for this character that I read in this novel. And and finding someone that not only can act but also resemble that character. And like if I were to direct a movie, the very first movie I would love to direct, though it will probably will never be, I want to direct and create the film adaptation of Albert Camus' The Stranger because I said this in my 10 favorite books video. That is the easiest book in existence to direct. You will not have you don't need to cut out anything from Albert Camus' The Stranger. Nothing. You can literally buy every cast member the copy of the book and say, read your lines. Because not only is it so short, it is so easy to turn that book into a movie that I'm shocked that there is not a single movie adaptation of it because you literally don't have to cut anything out. It you can make that movie be a 2 to 3 hour movie and not have to sacrifice anything from the book. Hell, you can probably make that movie in like 1 day or a week because it's such a short novel and such a short story and such a simple story that you would still be able to capture some of the emotions and philosophical ideas of the stranger in film and not have to cut out anything. So that's one of the movies I would love to direct. I would do it in French. I would do it in black and white because that's the way I picture it is a French black and white movie, sort of like the French New Wave stuff. If you direct your perfect movie, what would it look feel like? Okay, I just answered that. Um, and I would love to do an animated movie adaptation of The Alchemist. I know a lot of people have said, I think even the author himself, that you just can't make The Alchemist a movie because of how it feels, because of how it's written. But in fact, you can probably do it animated. You can't do it live action. That I do agree. You cannot do it live action. But you can do it animated, and I would. I would do an animated style of The Alchemist. And I think the way it would look like, I don't know if you've played Civilization 6, but the cutscenes when you boot up the game, that's sort of like the animation style I like to go for, is more of a realistic animated style with really nice lighting and stuff like that. And I think there's some other. I haven't read many existentialist novels or books really, but I would say yeah because it's like my fourth favorite book ever, just because of how easy it is and how very well written it was. And like I said, probably the easiest book to do an adaptation on ever. Um, I've tried reading some other stuff, not so much as existential, but more of trying to read some philosophy. I like Schopenhauer. I've tried a few others, but I do like Schopenhauer when it comes to philosophy and Plato. I never finished the Republic, but I didn't read until I think book 4 of the Republic. It may have been book 4 of the Republic. I can't remember. But I did read all of Schopenhauer's essays and aphorisms. And I thought that was pretty good. But I one of my goals when if I ever do become an actor, um, one of the goals is to play a young Tom Waits in a Tom Waits biopic. Because I'm not kidding, I can perfectly imitate Tom Waits, voice and all. I can't play the piano, even though I want to learn. That will be something else later on. I might actually, I'll eventually get a MIDI keyboard and fill around with that and learn some songs. And I might actually live stream me playing it and maybe even learn some songs on stream. I think that'll be kind of fun. But that's one of the main roles I would love to play as an actor is no way. Holy shit. That's awesome. I don't know who's going to pick up the biopic because David Lynch passed away and Tom wanted David Lynch to do it. But now that he passed, I don't know who's going to do the Tom Waits biopic. I have no idea. I have not heard anything about it for a really long time. Um, but if I can get my leading role as the young Tom Waits, uh, I would be happy. I'm not kidding. If I can land that role, strolling around town, he's got to be almost how old? He's not that old actually. That's funny that he just strolls around town. That's hilarious. He is 75. He was born in 1949 and he's 75 years old. Yep, he's 75 years old. He of course he's been through a lot. You know, he smoked a lot and drank a lot. You know, there's no denying that. But yeah, he's only like 75. And but I kid you not, if I land a role as like the young Tom Waits and that's like the very first role I get, I will never act ever. I will never act after that. But if I like get roles and then it like leads up to that, I will just retire from acting if I get that role because that's like the one role that I want out of any of them, even the Joker. And that would be a killer Joker, by the way, because I'm already insane. And I already got a big creepy smile. Trust me, I can make a very creepy face. I have to move to LA. Yeah, true. I would have to move to LA. Damn. Uh, Bad part is I don't like heat. I don't like deserts. I don't like hot climates. I'm a person that likes cold weather. But yeah, if I can get that role, I'm happy. I'm happy with acting after that. Like if that's like a role that I get from like a while after acting, um, then that's when I will officially like retire because it's like I got to do what I wanted and I'm done. I'm gonna go direct movies. Um, but yeah, because I really can perfectly impersonate Tom Waits to a T. Um, like this is why I wear these hats. It's cause of him. This is why I wear flat caps. Ask, have you ever been able to grow signature mustache? No, I have not. No, I have not. I can grow a mustache, but my facial hair is strange because it grows in like patches. And I can't grow like a big, huge, bushy mustache. Um, it almost looks like a preteen mustache. It's like right when you start to turn preteen and you start getting the mustache, that's what it looks like. Like even if it gets fuller than what it is now, it it's like it doesn't get any fuller than that, which is unfortunate. So no, I have not grown the signature mustache. The whole mustache thing came from Markiplier. Um, but like but the man himself was supposed to be a character that was supposed to be only on the channel. Like he wasn't supposed to be like a Wilford Warfstache thing where he just randomly appears. It's supposed to be he was supposed to be constantly on the channel, like vlogs, games, everything. He was supposed to be there. But the reason why it kind of grew out of that is one, the strap broke. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. The strap the strap broke. This is what it looks like. The strap broke about 2 days after buying this thing. And so I have to wear headphones and a hat in order to keep this on my face cuz if I put it on now, if I put it on now, this is what happens. I can't like I can't get it to like stay. So, and I can't just be sitting here holding it. So no, I've not been able to grow the signature mustache. So yeah, it did come from um Markiplier. My channel is just variously obviously inspired by Markiplier, like heavily inspired by like 2012 Markiplier. And because that wasn't the first YouTube channel I ever watched. That was like second or third YouTube channel I ever watched. Um and that's what gave me the idea of the man, and the even the name um came from him as well. Um and so I was like, okay, I'm going to do something like this, but I'm going to push that character more forward in everyone's face. And it's not going to be like a one and done skit, or it's just going to be, here and there for like laughs. It's like going to be like a full on character in your face. And I even came up with like a or not, well, maybe creepy pasta, more like an SCP for the man, because the man is supposed to be like this the man is supposed to be like this ethereal entity. He's supposed to like not go forward in time. It's like he lives between 2012, 2014. When 2014 ends, it resets. But he has the ability to gain access to like modern technology and modern games. But the year for him is constantly 2012, 2013, 2014. So, and he's supposed to be like this ethereal being, like almost like cosmic horror ish. And like the whole idea for like the SCP version of him is like he's sort of like almost a part of the chair and the desk. Like, if you remove that, it could kill him. It causes him great pain. And so what would happen is if the man gets really, really angry, the room gets like 1,000 to like 100,000 degrees hot. And you have to like do something to calm him down for the room to cool down. But if it cools down, um, but if it cools down, it becomes frigid cold, like Antarctic cold. And even like snow and icicles start to form in like the room. And when it heats up, the SCP Foundation puts him in this like room that's heat resistant, or else things will just start to just melt. The reason why he stuck between 2012, 2013, 2014 is because those were the years that were probably the best 3 years of YouTube ever. Like, and then because that's when I noticed, like, after 2014 and into 2015, that's when I noticed that a lot of YouTubers I was watching started to like go down a path I didn't like, I didn't enjoy. So he's sort of stuck there in the past because he's stuck in like the golden age of YouTube constantly. Even if it is evolving around him, it doesn't affect him. Like when he goes to like the YouTube subscription feed, the YouTube for the man resets as well. The calendar and YouTube itself resets. So let's say Markiplier uploads Slender Shadow Maps Hospice in 2012. Well, that's a new video for the man constantly. So that's why there's a lot of old games on the channel. That's why there's a lot of Amnesia, Slender, um, indie horror games from like 10 years ago and even longer, because that's where he's stuck in, because those were the golden age of YouTube and even the internet in general. And in 2015, that's when I noticed a lot of YouTubers start to go down this like path of like high production editing and getting real silly and weird, and it's like, what the hell is this type of stuff? And that's why he's stuck between those years. The world around him evolves. Like I said, he has access to a lot of modern technology and a lot of modern games, but he's still stuck between those years. He's still stuck between 2012 to 2013, 2014, and it resets constantly. He's constantly. And the thing is that um the thing is that he goes by actual years or by actual months. So like the only thing that changes is the year, but it's still like September 28th, Sunday for the man as well. But the year is not 2025, it's 2014. And when 2025 ends, it resets. Um, I love 2012, 2014. What do you see as the positives of our current gaming landscape? Believe it or not, it is the fact that we have more open world games than ever, and that we have a lot more creative games now that more than ever. Um, Like we have, I wouldn't say Minecraft clones, but we do have Minecraft esque clones, and not just Terraria. And no, never again on that game. But we have more creative games. We have more games that are experimental. And one thing I do like is the fact that a lot of the old genres are coming back. Like a lot of like the PS1 stuff, even though it's all horror now, but a lot of like the PS1 graphics are starting to come back. The Doom shooters are making a comeback. But the thing is there is no N64 90s, early 2000s comeback yet. Because I would love to see Half Life clones. I would love to see N64 clones of games. There are a few, but there's not as many as the Doom clone. And I think we're sort of in that whole Doom phase now where it's like everything's a Doom shooter now, which is fine, but that can get pretty tiring because I prefer more story driven games than just getting in and just blowing stuff up and hacking and slashing and stuff like that. So I would love to see more Half Life clones and more Mario clones and Donkey Kong clones and Banjo and Kazooie clones with the old graphics. The probably the worst thing though in gaming is the fact that everything has to be very, very pretty to look at. And I don't just mean colorful, I mean like realistic graphics. It's like I want to see N64 graphics come back. I definitely want to see 360 to PS3 era graphics come back. But that's kind of not really popular. People still want to um people still want to have very high graphical games like, oh, this game looks so realistic. Look at the new Call of Duty, look at Stray, look at I can't really think of any other game. But like it's stuff like that. I teach autistic eighth grades. They also play TF2 and Gmod. That's awesome. I haven't played Gmod in like 3 years. And I stopped playing TF2 because there's so many bots on there now that it's just not fun anymore. Um, like there's a lot of like aim bots and stuff in TF2. Like if if there weren't, I would still be playing TF2 because that and Verdun are like the only multiplayer games, first person shooter PvP games that I actually like. Um, I don't play Call of Duty or anything like that, um, except for like the story. But I wish there was more story driven games in like the old style graphics and stuff like that. But there aren't. We're still in that Doom phase where we're all into Doom shooters now for some odd reason. I'd see who is here. Hmm. So, yeah, it's just an odd thing. I do find it very odd that there's just a lot of Doom shooters, like a lot. going on an hour and 30 minutes. We can keep going. Hell, I can do this for 3 hours more. I do want to get back in Gmod though, because Gmod is still very fun. I'm still waiting for Sandbox to come out though. What is it where you live? I feel like this bookshelf. Well, this channel hasn't been 10 years. This channel has not been, it's been 7 years since this channel, but as a whole on YouTube itself, it's been 10 years of me doing YouTube as a whole. That bookshelf was from an estate sale. And also, I got, I think, last year. I do believe it was last year I got that bookshelf. Because the other bookshelf was a lighter, more of a beige, and it was a kids shelf that I had before that. And it's a small town. Not much here at all. So but the shelf is getting full though. Like for real, like I don't have room for anything back there. Except for DVDs. All my books are like I'm done with books. I can't get any more because they're taking up way too much space. Way too much. Especially with my hardcovers. So like those are my everymans. Right there, those are my everymans. And then those are paperbacks. Those are Blu-rays, and then those are box sets of TV shows. Now on the bottom, you can't see it, but those are my hardcovers, the bottom shelf. So, do you thrift your books or buy online? I buy them online. I mostly shop on Amazon. That's like my number one shopping place. I'm probably like their number one customer because I've spent like 200 to 300 bucks on there. I actually spent 300 bucks on books alone. I think it was 2023. No, may have been 2022. Either 2022 or 2023. I spent 300 bucks on just books alone. But I get a lot of my books online unless I'm at like Barnes and Noble, and I'll get books there. But yeah, I get a lot of them online along with my DVDs because a lot of the DVDs, you just can't find anywhere, especially the Criteria collection. Some Barnes and Nobles have them, but others don't carry the Criteria DVDs. And so I got a lot of books that I've barely touched because my mind has been so occupied with other things that I haven't had time to really concentrate on any of the new stuff that I got for my birthday because I got a lot of books for my birthday and I've barely touched any of them. The only book I got far in that's new is Tom Sawyer. And I just never finished it. It wasn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be a lot more adventurous, but it kind of started out that way, and then it kind of got less, kind of dull, and then the whole crisis happened, and it's like I just don't want to read. So I've mostly been reading those poetry books, and then a few philosophy books, and that's about it. Like I'm starting to like read casually now because my mind just I just can't focus right now. So, but maybe I'll find that special someone soon. Maybe I'll eventually get a match on these apps that don't work. And then let's see. I plan on getting a lot of DVDs for Christmas this year. Um, a lot of my favorite movies that I've watched that I own digitally but don't own physically, I'm going to get a lot of those on DVD, or at least try to, because I'm done buying books. My shelf is full. I literally cannot buy any more books. I have no room whatsoever. Sorry, I'm checking to see if I have any matches, and of course I don't. Why do I even check? Yeah, that one. What? Video paused. I'm still here. I was looking at my phone. I can sit real still. It's disturbing. Well, I was looking down at my phone. I didn't really move. So, plus I have bad internet connection. So the stream's probably going to freeze because when I look back at these streams, it's a lot more laggier and glitchier than what I'm seeing right now. So can't really can't really control it, unfortunately. Oh shit. Oh, uh-oh. Ignore that. Okay, that's what that does. Good to know. Let's see. Been going on for an hour and 38 minutes. An hour. Feel free to ask me anything. I'm a very open person. You said you were shy earlier. Shy person, how does it feel posting videos to share with the world? It feels great, actually, because I wouldn't say I'm like my true self in videos, but it's like obviously the man character is not always there because the face cam is like off most of the time. But like I don't mind it at all. It's just I'm shy when it comes to like girls. I can talk to like anybody, but if I find a girl attractive, I can't speak. I stutter or I just can't speak at all. Um, but like I don't get nervous or shy just by like random people, or else I wouldn't be doing this YouTube thing at all. And funny thing is I have taught myself to do YouTube before I ever started doing YouTube. I don't know if you ever had like a Nintendo 3DS. I would actually sit that thing in my lap, press the record button, and record myself playing a game on my TV and talking. Sometimes I would just talk randomly while just playing the game. Um, so I sort of like built it up. That's why I've never been one of those YouTubers where like always real quiet and he's real like not talkative during videos and he stutters a lot because I literally trained myself to do this before I ever started this. So it's like I don't mind sharing this. Like I want to be sharing these videos. I want to show people um that the old days of YouTube aren't dead. You don't have to be super out in front and loud and poppy and stuff like that in order to get people to watch your videos. Because that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't promote my videos. Sometimes I share them on Steam if it's a Steam game. I used to share them on Itch, but I deleted my Itch account. So it's like I don't mind sharing these videos. I'm not shy to like share this. Um and I want to be probably one of the most open YouTubers there is, without going like straight up getting banned or age restricted. But I want to like be very open about anything and everything. So that's why there's so many vlogs of me ranting about a lot of things because it's like I don't care. Like if I don't like a game, I'm going to say I don't like a game. Or if I'm not happy with this thing, I'm going to say I'm not happy with this thing, and and uh like I'm not like if someone approaches me, that's fine. That's fine. If you see me, sure say hi. I'll say hi back. Um, but it's like I really just don't mind. I both foresee and not foresee this channel getting huge. I mostly see it at least getting to 1,000, but getting past 1,000, I don't see that. I don't see this channel being at 1,000,000. I don't see this channel being at 100,000. I don't I or 10,000. I don't see that. I've never seen that in this channel ever. Because I have no real goal. I don't share my videos. I don't really like promote any of my stuff. I just play the game, upload it, make the thumbnail, edit if it needs editing besides slapping the outro at the end, and then that's really it. And and I'm always open to help other YouTubers because not that I've just been doing this for so long, but like I I'm not going to name any names, but I have some friends that also do this, and one of them we're sort of like neck and neck in terms of subscribers, and he gets less views than I do, even though he has more subscribers than I do. And I've told him this. I literally told him this. The reason why your videos don't get the views that they should has nothing to do with promotion, has a little bit to do with hashtags, barely has anything to do with titles. It has everything to do with the thumbnail. Your thumbnails are more important than anything about your video. You can edit the shit out of it. You can promote it to kingdom come. But if your thumbnail does not catch an eye, even the most simplest thumbnail, you're not going to get any views at all. And that's why you need to add part one, part two. You can't use the same image over and over and over again. You can't do that, or else people are not going to know if that's part 1 or part 2 or not, because nobody reads titles. Barely anyone reads the title of a video. The first thing you see on YouTube is the thumbnail, and if that thumbnail doesn't catch your eye, no one's going to click on it. And that's why there's so much clickbait is through thumbnails. It's not titles anymore, it's thumbnails. And that's why I try and not really make my thumbnails extremely unique. I just try and do them the way I like and keep them as simple as possible without going too overboard into like, "Oh, click this," you know? And sometimes videos just get views by just random chance. So, I don't like the highest viewed video I have is almost 40K views. And the reason why my video on Sad Satan is so popular and is still getting views is because not just for me sharing it um on itch, but because that's a very infamous dark web game. That is a very infamous game on the internet. Everyone knows about that game. That's why it has 10K views. I used to be nervous when view videos would get that many views. The very first video that ever got up to close to 1,000 was my um village Gmod Village Horror Map Part 2. But that was from literally mistaken identity. I found a guy who also played it. We sound somewhat similar, but not at all, and it was from mistaken identity. It got up to, I think, 600 views. I got real nervous and I privated it. And then eventually I made it public again and it never got past that many views. Now, if it gets up that many, it's just whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to stop it from gaining. Like, I don't know how a lot of these videos get to 1,000. I don't know. I do nothing different. I don't promote half of these videos. I don't promote at all. If it's not an Edge game or a Steam game, I'm not going to share it on those platforms because it doesn't belong there. So it's like I don't know how. And a lot like I know why my Minecraft videos, my 360 videos get so popular because and my other emulator videos because that's nostalgia. People that watch those videos are the people that grew up with those games. So that's why those get so many views and get real popular on the channel is because people know those games. People grew up with Minecraft 360. It's one of the most popular Minecraft versions ever. How do you think your life would change if your channel took off? That's when I will retire. That's when I'll say goodbye and then just never touch the channel again. Because that's when I probably would get real nervous and real shy is when it does get to the point to where I'm getting stopped on the street. I don't mind that, but at the same time, it's like in my personal situation that I'll eventually talk about, that's something that it's like that's when I'll probably just retire because it's like I've come so far after 10 years of trying to do YouTube. And then that's when it's just going to just be like, yeah, I've done it. I'm ready to just go do other things, you know. But I don't know if we ever will get to that point. I don't know what will happen then. I may just disappear, not say anything like I've done before. Um, but the bad thing is much like as many times as I have said I will retire and retire, I always come back because it's the urge to make content. It's the urge to record something, to make something that makes me come back to this is because I have been doing this for so long. And not only that, but there's just something in me that just cannot stay away. Music. Music is probably the main thing I would love to do is make music. I would love to be an author and write books, but I've tried writing many times and I just can't get past 10 to 20 pages. Like I just can't. Like they all end up being short stories because I know the story I want to tell. I know the beginning and the end, but not the middle and the journey to the end. Like I don't know how to do that. And but with music, I've always been fascinated by music and I used to write lyrics around whenever I was about 15 to 16. I used to write lyrics. And of course, I can't play an instrument and I don't know anyone that can play an instrument that will help me make these songs come true. Um, but I would like to make music again. I would love to start writing lyrics again. But I haven't written lyrics in years. I think the last time I tried writing lyrics was back in 2020, 2021. So, and of course, I would love to do more high production stuff. I would like to make my own ghost hunting show here on YouTube. I would like to actually make movies, like not short films, full on cinematic movies, and post them here on YouTube. And I would like to make my own TV like shows here on YouTube. I've actually thought about making a Mr. Bean esque sitcom with the man character. Um, but I don't know. But all this stuff I would love to post here on YouTube because I can't stand Vimeo. I can't stand um, Patreon or Utreon. It's like just post your shit here so everyone can watch it. It's like I get you put all this work just to post it on a free website, but I don't think people understand how valuable that actually is to do. You would get more attention posting it here on YouTube for free than posting it on Patreon or Utreon or Vimeo or Vimeo. I think it's Vimeo. And than anything or on your own personal website. Because the way it works is when you get attention from free websites and you get attention from people here on YouTube, when you post something for free, it gets way more attention. I mean, look at free video games. Free video games, despite how bad they are, get way more players because you don't have to pay for anything except for microtransactions. And those are optional, despite what people say. Um, so it's like if you post a full on cinematic movie, it would get more views than any other platform. Have you considered documentaries? I thought about doing one myself on myself, but I don't know. Maybe, but I'm more into more cinematic stuff. Like, I'm into more, like, dramas, historical dramas, or action movies. Well, not so much action movies, but, like, stuff like, stuff like you would see in, like, some, like, the indie scene. Like Perfect Days or, or some of the stuff that A24 used to do before they went all Hollywood. So like A Ghost Story and Uncut Gems, Witch and all that, like, on Lighthouse. No, those type of movies. Um, those are the type of movies I would like to make. Is more cinematic, more story driven type stuff, and post it here on YouTube and see what happens. Because there really is no rule saying you can't make movies here on YouTube. There is no rule for that at all. Same with TV. Like, you can make your own TV show here on YouTube. There's no rule you saying you can't. There really isn't. It's just that people don't want to do it because they're putting out there for free rather than posting it on a subscription service. Even though you will get way more attention here on YouTube than like I said, than any other platform. So yeah, those would be the videos I would monetize. Maybe not the movies. If it's over an hour and 30 minutes, then no monetization. But if it's an hour and 15 or just an hour, sure, monetize it. And of course, the TV shows would be monetized because that's realistic. Um, Thanks for chatting and sharing your story. You're welcome. I'm probably going to end the stream actually because it's going on almost 2 hours, and my vocal cords are tired, and my voice and neck and throat is tired, and I'm rapidly aging as we speak. So I'm probably going to turn to a shriveled old man. I don't know. So I'm probably going to end the stream. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for all the questions. Feel free to stop by. I'm like live streaming pretty much every day, almost every day at like random hours. So just check. I stream at odd hours, very odd hours. So yeah, I like being asked questions because it makes me old. I absorb the questions. It gives me power. Whoa, in live stream.